Ilios chases Selene again. Ha! Hello. I don't think this boat can take those waves. What am I thinking? This boat can't go out this far. Ready for sail!
The commander is taking the helm!
Ship the oars! Raise the sail! Sailing speed!
Salvage nearby. Shall we pick it up?
Whoa!
Well, wait here, Commander!
The Greek world bows to us. We are the new gods.
are pulling up to that salvage. Storm ahead, Commander! That debris could be useful. We should pick up that salvage!
Ah, you are a welcome sight. Your beauty brings light into the darkness of what has become my life.
It's good to see you too, Phidias.
Now, this is important. No one saw you come here, did they?
No? Why?
You're sure you weren't followed? Good, good. They're out there, though. Watching. Waiting.
Who's after you?
The cult of Cosmos. Remember Athens? They never stopped hunting me, Alexios.
Why would they be after you now?
They want me dead. Moving me here has only bought a little more time. I need your help.
What makes you think you're in trouble now?
The other day, I received a skitali and a note.
Someone left you a piece of wood and a letter. I can see why you're frightened.
Oh, it's so much more than that.
What's so special about a stick?
It's not just any stick. The skitali is used by the Spartans to send coded messages.
Okay, so let's talk about your stick.
Skitali!
All right, Skitali.
I need to get the code. Then I'll show you how it works.
What did the message say?
Look to your art. The King of Gods has a message to impart.
Fantastic. That's not a message. It's barely possible as a riddle.
It's obvious. The King of Gods.
Zeus.
Yes. And what am I?
There are so many answers to that, but... I suppose you're a sculptor.
Exactly.
So where do I need to go?
The Temple of Zeus, of course. It's here in Olympia. The clue for the skitali should be around the statue.
Okay. If it'll put your mind at rest, I'll help.
Thank you. Now hurry and look to the statue of Zeus in his temple to find the message. Once I have the clue, I can decipher it with the skitali.
Don't worry. I'll be back as soon as I can. This must be what Phidias was looking for. Phidias is paranoid, but maybe it's not all in his mind. Unbelievable craftsmanship. Much better than the statue in Kefalonia. I should get back to Phidias so he can decipher the message. So, what was the message? Did it give you the information you were looking for?
In a manner of speaking, the message you gave me, I wrapped it around the rod.
You wrapped it around your rod?
Yes, the skitali. It's ingenious. The right message for the right rod. Wrap the cloth around it, and the letters should align, giving you the message.
Yes, very interesting. But what did it say?
It's directions.
Well, don't keep me waiting. What did it say?
It's a list of statues, and there's something else, but it's not complete.
Do you think the complete message will be revealed once all the statues have been visited?
I would assume so.
Someone's gone to a lot of trouble to ensure this remains a secret.
Maybe it will reveal the identity of the ones who want to dispose of me. Will you help?
Tell me what I need to do.
There are 3 locations listed. Each region has a statue of some renown placed there.
So it's safe to say that at each of these statues, there'll be a clue.
Yes, it'll be quite a journey. The statues are scattered all over. There's one near Kythera, another at Thassos, and also Samos.
What statue should I be looking for in Kythera?
Oh, what an island. The birthplace of the goddess of love. How I wish I could go with you.
It is a fitting place, then, to look for Aphrodite.
Exactly. The island lies at the southeastern tip of the Peloponnese. You will find what we seek at Aphrodite's feet.
What's in Thassos?
Ah, a controversial statue indeed. It can only be the one of Theagenes from this northern isle.
Theagenes?
The Olympic hero. It's even rumored that Heracles himself was his father. He was exquisitely immortalized by the sculptor Glaukis of Aegina.
What statue should I seek in Samos?
Well, it's not exactly Samos or Lesbos, but a small island nestled between. In the bosom of the ocean, one might say.
Stick to the statue. What is it?
Why, Poseidon, of course. It is as if you are watching the god himself holding back the waves.
I should be on my way. This will take some time.
Of course. But I am excited to see where this will lead.
As am I. Stay safe, Phidias.
You too. And return to me as soon as you have all the clues.
Don't worry, I will. This won't be an easy task. But whatever the message...
For Ares! Get them!
something. Come to see the richest man in Achaia, have you?
You don't look rich.
The richest person in any land is the one who wants for the least. And I want for nothing at all.
Rich, wanting for nothing, and calling me over to help. Doesn't make sense.
Ah! A mind that thinks for itself. Someone save me from this horror. Relax, relax. The name's Democritus. Renowned thinker of thoughts, writer of rights, and questioner of answers.
I'm Alexios, and I've never heard of you.
Probably says more about you than me, Alexios. Now you came here to help, hmm? So happens I've uncovered the whereabouts of 3 divine mathematical discoveries.
Mathematical discoveries? Really?
Yes, really. The theorems, when combined with my own, will unlock the greatest mystery in the universe, which, as you know, is a place where mysteries strive to remain locked. Bring these 3 theorems to me, and I will reward you handsomely.
So, you get the theorems, and I get the reward. From a man who seems completely disinterested in drachmi.
Drachmi is for idiots! What I offer is far greater than that. But first, the theorems.
Fine. What are they?
Only the greatest achievements of rational thought. The original transcriptions of the Golden Ratio, the Pythagorean Theorem, and Zeno's Paradox.
Tell me about Zeno's Paradox.
Myself excluded. Zeno of Elea was the world's brightest philosopher, known for writing paradoxes that could stump anyone. His work was thought destroyed, but I happen to know the priests in Locris saved it.
About the Golden Ratio.
Ah, the divine number. It's a guiding principle in architecture, sculpture, and is found in nature too. The original is wasting away in the dirty hands of sculptors in Argos. It should be with a mathematician. Like me.
Where am I going to find the Pythagorean Theorem?
It's all around you, of course. Deceptively simple, but subtly mysterious. The equation was apparently etched in stone. I heard the tale it was lost in sunken ruins between 3 islands that form a triangle.
I'll find these theorems for you.
Come back as soon as you have one.
Ready the oars!
Good to have you back, Commander.
Crew to battle stations! Archers! Ready yourselves! We're at maximum speed!
Lower the ice rest!
Sails up now! More speed!
There's something floating there. We can
Let's move! Sails!
I think we'll stay here. Give them another day.
Ready oars! Lower sail! Rowing! Lower the sail! Sails up! Whoa! Here it is. Best speed now!
Attention! Commander leading the helm!
I need to stay hidden. Hey! Yeah! That's what I'm looking for. Ha! Yeah! Ella. One of the documents Demokritos wants. This isn't even math. It's a child's fable. There it is. That's Hippocrates' clinic. The golden ratio. Demokritos will want to know I found it.
και τρομερή Αθηνά.
Kere, Demokritos.
Alexios! What have you brought me?
So I found Zeno's paradox.
You did? And what did you think of it?
It's just some silly riddle.
What? No! The tortoise arrives at a point, Achilles, who is chasing it, runs after him. But after Achilles arrives at the same point, the tortoise has moved on. By the time Achilles arrives at the tortoise's new spot, the creature has again moved further. It shows how the universe divides itself infinitely.
A mathematical theory hidden in a child's fable.
Zeno was clever. Every knowledgeable old man I've ever met was an idiot. But the minds of children are endlessly wise.
I found the original golden ratio.
A discovery that would change the course of existence.
At first, I didn't think I saw anything special about it. But the sides of this diagram aren't even. The side marked A is almost half of the side marked B.
Almost, but not quite. A and B are to A as A is to B.
So how can this theory be used?
Used? It isn't used, only observed. It is the divine balance occurring naturally in the most measurably beautiful places in the world. It is everywhere. And nowhere.
It took some doing, but I found the Pythagorean theorem.
The greatest breakthrough the world will ever know. And now we have it in its original glory.
Why? Did Pythagoras invent the triangle?
Great minds don't invent, they discover. Pythagoras discovered that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides.
That was a lot to take in, but I think I found everything.
You did. And with this, I can finally form my grand theory. The theory that simultaneously divides and unites all the universe.
What is this theory?
Using the theorems as evidence, I intend to prove that the universe is divisible into infinitely smaller parts. As we break reality down, the parts shrink, and the space between them grows.
Once you prove your theory, what will you do with it?
Although I aim to prove that the universe is divisible, I hope that the theory can be used to unite people.
All of this sounds ambitious.
One can't achieve greatness by attempting mediocrity. But I confess, I have a personal motivation.
Everyone always does.
Ha! In another life, you would have made a fine student. When I was a student, I loved a poet. But I was so consumed by study, I never told her. I hope to use these theorems to show her my poetry. And maybe to win her heart.
If that's what you want to do, let's do it.
What? Right now?
You missed your chance to tell her once, Demokritos. There's no point in missing it again. Let's go.
You're right. This time I will do it properly.
I never would have guessed you were a lover.
Well, I wasn't. My theory that all atoms exist with a great void between them is a bit like the life I've lived.
But not anymore. Now you're filling that void.
Maybe what fills the void and what draws us together is love.
Save that line for the poet, Demokritos. It's a...
No! That's her! Those bandits, stop them!
Give up already!
Demokritos. I'm sorry.
They killed her. For it to end like this. After all this time.
You have your theorem, and the others. Read them to her. Let her see your poetry.
It's too late.
It's never too late.
You can go. In another life, she might have known my love for her. You might have been my student. Imagine the happiness we'd have known.
A wise man told me, the richest person in any land is the one who wants for the least. Don't want for the past, Demokritos.
I'll leave soon enough. But for now, I think I want for privacy. Take this and leave me to mourn, Alexios.
Icaros wants to help. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful. Alcbiades, you look like you're having fun.
The gods work fast. I wished someone as beautiful as me were here, and you arrived.
You're drunker than normal.
You'll have to forgive me. At this time of night, I like to get to the point when I have a pretty face staring back at me.
You do realize the sun is out, right?
Yes, what about it?
Starting a bit early, aren't you?
Starting? No. This is ending in the most spectacular fashion.
Another successful party, then.
The only kind I know. Although I have a slight problem. There's an important politician here who really needs to get back home. But gods know I can't make the trip.
I'll make sure he gets home safe.
Yes, safe. Right, it should be an easy trip, although you may have to carry him at this point. Lucky man.
You could let him stay here.
I would, but it's never good to let a politician stay the night. It's a rule of mine.
I'm surprised you have rules.
Oh, you know how they can be. Never want to stop talking. There's only so much I can take. But for you, I'd break all of my rules.
What has he done to be so special?
Well, it was something to do with people, I think. Gods, I don't know. You may as well ask me what I ate 10 days ago.
So, you party often?
As often as I can.
I'm not sure how you do it.
Practice, practice, practice. The more I do, the better chance of having a clearer head than those around me.
So you're looking to gain an advantage?
Over my allies? Never! Actually, let's not talk about such things.
I'll try to get the politician home before he completely passes out.
Wonderful. Just take him north of the port of Piraeus. His home is somewhere around there.
Now the world is spinning and bouncing!
I should try to stay out of sight.
Wait! Why are we going this way? Are you sure this is the right way? It doesn't look familiar. Why did you bring me here?
Is this really where he lives?
Ah! It's exactly like we were told! Get him! You!
Any reason someone would want to kill you?
I'm a politician. Could have been anything. Thank you, Miss Theos.
Come on. Roars to position!
Where to now, Commander?
Iron tight! We're at full speed!
We are going as fast as we can, Commander!
Oars down! Incredible. Diaz was right. The artist has captured Poseidon in all his magnificence. Poseidon watches over his ocean. While he's distracted, let's see what's in his temple. Got it. This is meant to be the mighty champion Theagenis, reserved for all time, sitting on his ass. Got it. The sculptor has truly captured the beauty of Aphrodite. Got it. That's the last one. Time. Back to Olympia and Phidias to find out what all of this means. Phidias! Oh, I should have never doubted that you were in danger. Here it is, Iskitali. Now I can decode the messages. I will avenge you, Phidias. Rest assured of that.
Come on. Ha! Yeah!
Skitali message told me to find a secret room in the stronghold in Lemnos. So that's where I should go. Maybe if I press here. Someone went to a lot of...
Ships? You don't say. Apparently, one of our men dropped his helmet into the sea and dived in after it, thinking no one would notice. Someone should have told him there's sharks in those waters. The blood of the enemy will show our leaders that my strategy is the right one.
These seals should help convince them.
You've done well. Our troops are on the move.
They underestimate Spartans.
They consider me much lower than a Spartan. Time to strike again. Athenian command will be slow to retaliate. Ready to kill more of their fort commanders?
I'll kill the commanders and clear the way for your troops.
Only fools want war. And so far it seems both sides are made of fools.
Good news, General?
Athenian commanders have been dismissed for negligence because of my tactics.
Better unemployed than dead.
You're proving a solid ally. There's no time to lose. We need to control the enemy forts.
Let me ask you something first.
Waste of time.
You don't think much of Spartan leadership.
When I rise, they'll bow.
Here,
Why are you still here? Go kill the enemy command!
consider it done.
One Athenian general dismissed is no reason to stop. These fort commanders need to be cut down. And remember their seals!
Your clue was right. I found a part of the stele, along with another piece of armor.
There must be a piece of armor with each missing stele.
But why?
This section here refers to a ritual.
It doesn't explain why the armor was separated and hidden with a stele piece.
Maybe that was part of the ritual? We need to find the other stele pieces. Are you ready?
If we found these, then we'll find the other stele pieces too. I'll go look.
Even with the full keystone in place, some of the meaning may be lost on us.
I have faith in you.
Oh! You won't believe what this section says. Of the primordial gods. Primordial.
That's interesting.
That's ancient.
It could just be a prayer on behalf of the warrior.
That's what I thought too. Until I read this part.
There's more.
It mentions that the ritual will be activated.
What ritual?
I have no idea. I'm presuming it means we need all of the steles in place before something happens.
Do you have the location for the missing piece?
This text is hard to make sense of. It appears to be a warning. Be careful when you explore the tomb of Orion.
I'll be careful. The Dark Age has had its time. Why look backward?
There is truth and insight in looking backward. Take Homer, for example. He often spoke of our past in his stories.
So digging through dirt and cobwebbed words is your ambition?
My role is to breathe life into the ancients.
Do any of your peers support you in this?
None. My ways are too different for them.
If you're right, you'll gain their respect after this. Do you worry that your expectations are too high? It may be a dead end.
How can it? The clues have proven me right thus far. The stele mentions a ritual that once performed will activate something.
What does that have to do with primordial gods?
I have no idea. When we have all the stele pieces, we'll know.
Time to go.
Whatever you're after, you're too late. They're all gone. Dead or mad.
I don't understand. Who did this to you?
I don't understand it myself. My brethren and I were drawn to this place, but madness took over. We fought over the artifact. One of them grabbed it and ran.
Grab the Steely?
Search the caves. That's where they'll be hiding. Beware the... They're beyond reason.
Μεγαλώνει με και πολιώνει με φθορά.
There may be some truth in this lore.
Oh, is that blood on it?
It's otherwise undamaged. There are people claiming that it speaks to them. What could do that?
Strange. I don't hear anything. Do you?
Words of madmen. Perhaps the next pieces will tell us more.
This one needs a good cleaning. Let's hope the remaining ones are fine.
I'll search for the remaining steelies.
My peers will finally listen to what I have to say. It says the ritual will activate something. But what? What will happen when we have all the pieces? Will it lead to a treasure? Some of the translation is lost on me. This passage speaks of worth.
Huh. What else?
This passage mentions something about inner vision. But the meaning is unclear.
It's almost translated. Why aren't you happy?
You tell me others are hearing things. They think it speaks to them. Yet I hear nothing. I feel nothing.
This is an important find. You said so yourself.
Why does it matter what others say or feel?
I know. I see that it's important from a logical perspective. But what if I can't experience it? And this mention of worth, what if it means I'm not worthy?
What if the gods are not worthy of us? Look, we aren't done yet, right? So wait and see.
You're right.
Time to dust yourself off and focus.
You're right.
We should carry on.
There are 2 locations to explore this time. There's a temple in the city of Orchomenos. It's near the harbor. The other stele is difficult to pinpoint. There are ruins along the coastline, near the altar for Iphigenia.
All right then. And cheer up. We're almost done.
Πότε είναι εκστρατεία, εξεγίνας όσους αρίστους. Ακατόχους σέβασαν.
Keep away if you don't want trouble.
Τι ανέχεις υπό του γείτονός σου ότι εξεπάταξα στον δούλον αυτού
Someone's beaten me to it. I'll have to take a closer look.
Μέχρι τινός!
A battered scarf. I'm looking for someone with torn clothes. These pots were broken before the fire.
Is nothing sacred? Ancient and valuable relics were housed in this temple. Now the scum has taken it all and burned it down.
They've burned it to cover their tracks.
The scum ran off towards town with an armload of our most sacred items. Likely in the beggar's quarter, from the look of him.
Μιασμός βιτιόμενος ή να κλονίσει την ισορροπία του πνεύματος.
His clothes are torn, and they...
Και λεξιτήρια χαρίεντα.
Τηράτε την τάξη. Ότε είναι στρατηγιά.
Μεγαλώνει με θεά.
I found the final steely pieces. All of the armor has been found as well.
I can hardly contain myself. This will be life-changing, hero. Primordial gods, worth, inner vision. What can it all mean?
We'll know soon enough, when you finish translating.
Yes, you're right. The stele needs to be assembled. Come. This is the cusp of a great discovery. Will the gods speak to us? What will I say to them? What will they say to me? Does it matter?
Perhaps when you read it.
Yes, yes. Only those who possess inner vision, a gift of the primordial gods, will be deemed worthy to wield power of the great Vipsii. Vipsii? What do you make of that?
I am amazed.
I don't understand. There's no change that I see. It's the same place as when we first arrived.
Look around you.
I see nothing. What do you see?
Nothing's happening. It's only dust in my eyes.
Really? We are a pair, aren't we? I feel ashamed to think I was hoping for more. Knowledge is reward enough.
That's the idea.
At least I have this discovery. But you, Misthios, all you have is the armor.
It's good armor. You know, Epi, I think maybe you should carry on your journey.
Should I? Well, there are other clues to follow.
I would like you to join my crew.
Really? Will it require swimming? Because you know I can't swim. And what about horses? I don't think my backside can take it.
We'll figure something out.
the Delos Islands. Two sides of the same coin. Delos, sacred birthplace of Artemis and Apollo. And Mykonos, where people do everything that's forbidden on Delos.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios. That's you. Otharkis, cruel leader of Delos Islands, takes money from our pockets and food from our mouths, all to feed his
Insatiable.
Yes! His insatiable thirst for power.
Podarkis is one of them, Barnabas. The ones hunting my family. Keep reading.
We are a modest but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our vile oppressor. I pray the winds guide you swiftly to our shores, Mystios. Our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
I'm here for Podarkis' head. The rebels will lead me right to him.
These are such beautiful islands, Alexios. At least visit the sanctuary of Apollo before you start taking heads.
Does the note say where Kira is?
There are two locations marked. A camp along the northwestern coast and a hideout that looks like it's underneath the city.
Podarkis sounds like a cruel man.
He's worse. I once heard the family was late in paying their dues to the gods. Podarkis sent his men to their farm and took the young ones from their beds. When their mater and pater woke up to feed the animals, they discovered the animals were already feeding on the corpses of their sons.
The sooner I send this monster to Hades, the better.
Even Hades would shudder in his presence.
This place seems nice.
This island has a giant history, my friend.
We don't have time, Varnavas.
I meant Mykonos literally has a history involving giants. Apollo was once friends with Hyperboreans from the snowy north, until one day they sent 2 maidens and 5 of their men to Delos with offerings for the son of Zeus. They were never seen again.
And Mykonos?
The island itself was built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Iraklis.
My mind wandered. Remind me what the note said.
Eagle-bearing Mystios.
The short version, please.
Otharkis, cruel leader, thirst for power, pay you handsomely, rebellion, people die.
It's time I met with this Kira.
I'll have the ship ready in case we need any immediate departures.
That was Kefalonia, and that was mostly your fault.
Ha ha! Here, Alexios.
Here, Varnavas.
Δέσποινε και κύριε πολίτε, έχομεν κοιτώνας περικαλύπτοντας το ημέτερον σώμα.
Πατήρ μου είναι ηρώος. Θες με και να στο πολέμω. Λιμπρεκείμενο το ψήφιο.
There's the rebel hideout. Seems like a good place for a hideout.
I'm looking for the one called Kira. I've come in response to a call for help. You missed.
Are you here to spy, Athenian? Or maybe you are Athena herself, dressed in a dirty disguise?
Do I really look like a spy to you?
Podarkis and his men have been hunting and killing us without mercy. His spies are everywhere. He won't rest until all who oppose him are dead. We are all that's left of the resistance. This is the first night we aren't fighting for our lives. And it could be our last. And suddenly, you show up.
This is why I'm here. It's your symbol, right?
You're the Mystios who bears the Eagle of Zeus? My apologies. These are dangerous times for anyone waging war against the Athenian Empire and the Delian League. I am Kira.
Your note mentions Podarkis. I'm going to find him.
His house is on the coast, north of Mykonos city. But he's heavily guarded. We've never been able to get close enough without taking heavy casualties. This is why I sent for you.
I thought Delos was the heart of the Deliagi League. Athens' pride and joy.
We were, until Athens took the League's treasury away from Delos.
Why?
So they could build a statue of Athena mocking Apollo. The people pleaded with Podarkis not to trust Athens with the treasury, but his thirst for power made him deaf to his people.
If things are so miserable, why doesn't Delos abandon the League?
Podarkis sends Athenian soldiers to collect money from us all. The moment that stops, Athenian ships will burn our islands to the ground.
I came here to help you deal with one man, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of a rebellion to the mighty Alexios, and Sparta too.
Podarkis discovered the other camp and sent Athenian soldiers to attack.
Malaka!
You and your rebels are too drunk to fight. Leave the soldiers to me.
If you think I'm going to miss a chance to kill Athenians, you're the one who's drunk.
Did Sparta answer your call for help?
A polemarchos named Thaletas and a handful of Spartans landed on Mykonos, not long before you.
It's their camp we're headed to, isn't it?
Thaletas needs our help now, though he'd never admit it. Oh no.
Sounds Spartan, all right.
Alexios! Fight by my side!
Bring your weapon! We bow for no one! Just die! Need some help here! Oh! Victory!
Get over here! Well, that got the blood pumping. I should talk to this...
You fought well, Kira. You too. Spartan?
Not Spartan. Just deadly.
Well, you fight and talk like one. What do they call you, warrior?
This is Alexios, the one I told you about.
They call me Thaletas. I was Polemarchos to the Spartans here.
Was?
Our ship was sunk. Our generals killed. There are only a few of us left.
Soldiers die. It's what they do.
And we will mourn them later.
She's right. We shouldn't be standing here, drenched in Athenian blood.
We'll be safe in the hideout. Let's talk there.
Will you come to the hideout now or meet us there later?
There's no time to waste. We'll go to the hideout now.
How long till Podarkis finds us? We're right under his nose.
His nose is so high in the air, he couldn't find the statue of Artemis Agrotera if he was standing on her head.
We know where he lives. I say we knock down his door and run our spears through his face.
That's a terrible plan.
The Spartan phalanx is impenetrable in a ground assault.
Not when there's only 12 of you. You think with your heart. That's what I like about you. But you're a general. To those men now, you need to think with your head.
All you do is hide in caves and lurk in shadows. We didn't come here to hide. We came here to fight!
And we will. But right now, we're outnumbered. We must be strategic. Alexios, what do you think we should do?
Kira's right. Taking them head-on would be suicide.
Sailing here was suicide! Right now, my men are on the beach. That's where I'll be!
Let us don't!
If you decide you actually want to win this rebellion, come find me.
Spartans.
Don't mind him. He'll be fine after he kicks something. But I'm glad you agree with me, Alexios. Meet me at the Temple of Artemis. There we can discuss how to take down Podarkis.
This is going to be a long rebellion. What's with all the whispering?
Shh! If the soldiers hear us, they'll kill me. You're the Mystios working for Kira and the rebels, yes?
Who's Kira?
Yes! A smart question to ask yourself. But secrets are not secret forever, Mystios. I can tell you.
If you know something, spit it out!
If the soldiers see me, they'll kill me. Apollo knows they already tried. There's a house near the market, been boarded up for ages. Sneak your way in. We'll talk after.
Strange. I should find the house, see what this beggar has to say. I'm coming for you, Podarkis. Bloody footprints. A child's. Must have been hiding in that chest. This woman was killed. Left in the open, without dignity. An Athenian spear tip broke off in her ribs. A note was left behind. A warning from Podarkis. He was paying this woman to keep quiet. About what? Wooden dolls. A mother and child. One engraved with the letter M, and the other K. Nothing else to find here. I need to speak with that strange woman.
And what did the Mystios find?
A body. A woman. She was killed by an Athenian spear.
This is all?
There was a letter from Podarkis. Said he'd kill them both if she broke her silence. Both? Why kill a child? Unless it was his.
Shh! They could be listening. Now tell me, quietly, what else did you find?
The dolls. Engraved with the letters K and M. M is for Mater. You asked who I worked for. The little doll with the K. The child was Kira.
Yes, which means?
Kira's skills with the blade started young.
And you're Kira's hope for the rebellion? Gods help us all.
What?
Unbelievable! If the child belonged to Podarkis and the child is Kira, then that would make...
By Zeus! Podarkis is Kira's pater!
Very wise, Mystios. Very wise indeed.
Kira needs to know.
She'll never believe you. Never. Her whole life she hunts the man who sent Athenians to kill her Mater in front of her terrified eyes. But the gods spared little Kira. She escaped.
How do you know so much?
I was there, Mystios. I protected the little one. The Athenians were so busy trying to kill me, Kira slipped right past their blades.
You were involved in this.
My name was Otonia. I was a servant for Podarkis.
What?
Night after night, Kira's Mater came to the house. Little one wanted to meet her pater. Podarkis made me send her away, but she kept coming. So Podarkis sent me to her house with a note.
The warning.
She didn't listen. Podarkis sent me back to her house, this time with Athenian soldiers.
Kira needs to know Podarkis is her father. But I won't confront her until I have proof.
The woman came to Podarkis' house one night, begged me to give him the doll Kira made for him.
If Podarkis had it, he might have kept it somewhere.
Only the gods would know.
I will find this doll.
Now the Mystios knows who he works for.
If Podarkis hid that doll somewhere in his house, I'm going to find it. There's the doll. This place is well guarded. Need to be careful.
Podarkis kept the doll Kira made for him. She engraved it with the letter P for Pater.
You have been a thorn in my side since you landed.
Soon I'm going to be a blade in your throat.
And if you kill me, you will lose, Eagle Bearer. We are everywhere. There isn't a rock you can hide under where we won't find you.
You are the snakes who hide. I'm going to burn you so deep, only Hades will find you.
Get back!
This is the end of you!
What I did for the glory of Velos.
You acted alone. You die alone.
Killing another Odysseus always pays so well!
I'm looking for Kira.
Not here. Gone hunting. Wants you with her, she said.
I'm in. Where is she?
Praying to the gods for a good hunt. The altar of Artemis. East from here, on the north bit of Tavern Point.
Thanks. Where's Kira?
She's...
Miss me already, Mistios?
Kira, there is something I need to tell you.
That look on your face, so serious. Sit, relax, drink some wine.
What I'm about to say is for you alone.
Follow me. Now that you have me all alone, what is it you want to tell me?
There is no other way to say this. Odarkis is your father.
What sort of joke is this?
This isn't a joke.
I will kill you where you stand! This can't be.
Kira, I'm sorry.
He took everything from me. How did you find this?
I found your old house. I know about your mother.
I can still hear her screams. A storm of blue armor and red blades tore through our home. I had to run through Mater's blood to escape. I never returned to that place.
It was best you didn't.
It's good you told me in private. The men don't need to know this, not yet. But please, leave me for a while. I need to be alone. Keen-eyed Artemis, guide my bow. I pray to you with all my heart, and Alexios doesn't scare off the animals with his heavy footsteps.
I thought I was being quiet.
If that was you being quiet, we'll have nothing but trampled grass to eat for dinner.
Nice altar.
The flowers remind me of sweeter days. But your real concern should be, how skilled are you with that bow?
I don't need to pray to the gods to hit my targets.
They've been known to disguise themselves as animals. I just like to warn them I'm coming. Because I always hit my targets.
Sounds like a challenge.
Come, the ibex is swift. We're not going to catch any by standing and chatting. There's a spot down here where I used to find
Same for me. I started by catching and cooking rodents.
They make a good soup. But look how far we've come.
How far we've come.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. Now show me how to use that bow.
Excellent shot. Oh! You're skilled with a bow.
Among other things.
Excellent shot.
There's no ibexes here.
You're skilled with a bow.
Among other things.
My people will be well fed, and the gods will have their sacrifice, thanks to you.
You're a great hunter. Why did you actually want me here?
Don't be naive. There's something between us, even though I know I shouldn't act on it.
Because you love Theletas.
Or at least I thought I did, until you arrived. The hunt clears my mind, to reflect on the words that passed between us.
Is that a good thing?
I know a spot down by the water. It's quiet. We'll be alone. What do you say?
I'm all yours.
Villians have suffered for so long. This is the first time I've felt happiness since the war began.
You can bring that to your people. These islands deserve peace. So do you.
And what about you? When this is all done, we could always use another set of capable hands.
My journey isn't over yet, but I may settle down someday.
You can do many things, Mistios, but settle down, I'm not so sure.
Another challenge?
Stop looking to the... No.
So the pirate has one blade at my throat and one at my stomach. And he says, how do you want to die, Mistios? Fast or slow?
My gods, what did you do?
He was so focused on me, he never noticed my spear in his leg. He was dead before he knew what happened.
His leg?
A little trick my mother taught me.
Why is it so easy to talk with you?
Because we've lived similar lives, been through similar struggles, even though we grew up so far apart.
I want you, Alexios. Here, now, under the stars.
I've wanted you since I laid eyes on you. Mykonos is definitely my favorite island.
And you're my favorite, Mistios.
Thaletas should know about this.
He will, in time. For now, he needs to focus on the rebellion.
So do we.
But first...
Many brothers were lost to the Athenian dogs. But we are still here. The Battle of the 300. Leonidas was lucky to have the... Alexios, I didn't think you'd come here after calling my plan a suicide mission.
And miss your speech? Never.
Athenians give speeches. Spartans give orders.
Your men are brave, but they won't be enough. We need those reinforcements.
They'd never get here alive. The Athenian navy is too powerful, and our ship is at the bottom of the sea.
Mine isn't.
You'd confront them in open waters? Not sure if you're brave or just mad.
The Adrestia and I have faced greater challenges than a few Athenian ships.
You fight like Achilles reborn. But even you couldn't defeat the entire navy.
But if I sink enough ships, the Spartans can get through.
There's something else. A helmet was left on board my ship. It was my brother's.
I'll sink the ships, but I'm not making any promises about a helmet. You've been here long enough. How many ships protect Delos?
You'll never sink them all. We just need to punch a hole in their patrols, enough to send them scrambling.
So the helmet from your pater means a lot to you?
It does. He pried it from his pater on the battlefield of Thermopylae.
The sea is a big place. Where did your ship sink exactly?
Somewhere off the northern coast of Mykonos. We could see Miltiades fort as we swam to shore.
The sharks will have full bellies when I'm done.
Eagle Bearer, my name is Herodianos, second to Thaletas in battle. The dogs of war howl for blood, and thanks to you, Sparta now howls back.
Sounds like a lot of howling.
Fight with us! Together we'll run our shields through their skulls and spears through their hearts.
I'd be honored to fight with Sparta.
To battle!
For Sparta!
Χαίρε, μυστιος. enjoying your day, Mistios?
Οχλείς! Έχουμε ράπτας αριστοτεχνίτα.
Όταν είπε Διον έκλεψε τι άθυρμα είναι ο πατήρ Εφομίσια.
The people are happy.
As they should be! For the first time since Ares cursed us with war, the Delos Islands know freedom!
But where is Kira? It's not like her to miss a chance to drink with her troops.
She told me you kept her secret. I'm still shocked. Otharkis was a complicated man, but he was still her father. She snuck off to send him to the ferryman alone.
All good warriors deserve their send-off, I suppose. Even Podarkis.
Pray that we're shown the same kindness when our time comes. In the meantime, there is wine to be drunk, and tales to be told.
Make the tale great. The troops deserve it. Even Thaletas.
Certainly, if you can find him. And when you do, remind him, I still plan to tell him how I lost this eye.
And the crew? Ready to sail?
On your order. But first, let the crew enjoy a drink and a song. You deserve one too.
My way.
For the ferryman.
Go now. Into the river of black night and embrace the boundless gloom. You shall wander, obscure even in the house of Hades, sleeping among the suddenly dead.
You shouldn't have to say goodbye alone.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I've wanted to watch him burn for so long. Now that it's happened, I thought I'd feel peace.
And what do you feel?
I used to feel vengeful. Now, empty.
I was in your place once. The vengeance dies, then the emptiness dies too. Give it time.
Time! I gave my entire life! I want it done. Kronos devours his children, rips them flesh from bone. Zeus had Prometheus torn open by birds for an eternity. Fate is cruel, and the gods are wicked.
If the gods are displeased, offer them a sacrifice.
A sacrifice? What do I have left that they haven't taken from me?
Hera, stop. You're too close to the edge.
Nothing. All of this was for nothing. I'm a rebel with nothing left to rebel against. It didn't bring her back.
Her? Who?
Curse are cruel gods. I will see you, mother. And father.
Hera! Stop!
No shame. No pain. We will be together again.
Rest in Elysium, Kira. Thaletas, what are you doing out here?
Thinking. Praying. This was my time, Alexios.
What?
This glory was supposed to be mine. But you took everything from me! You took Podarkis, you took these islands, you took Kira, my love!
Be reasonable, Thaletas.
I tried to be reasonable. I am not reasonable. I am Spartan!
Who look ready to go?
Podarkis is dead, but this is no time to celebrate. The Spartans and the rebels have both suffered.
Ours is a time of loss, it's true. Would you rather we just set sail?
I've done more than enough here.
I'll round up the crew. See you back at the ship.
Socrates! The rebels are hunting Athenians. What are you doing here?
I came to teach, as I always do, but don't worry. I sail on a merchant ship set for Attica in the morning.
Wise as always. Thanks for coming to see us off. Speaking of being off, Barnabas, are we ready to sail?
The crew are in fine spirits, if a little hungover. But the ship is ready.
If only we weren't leaving the people of Delos alone. Without Kira or Thaletas, to rebuild what they lost to the rebellion.
Are any of us truly alone, who have our friends and allies beside us?
Exactly! Do you remember what you told me when you first set foot on these sands?
I said we were here to kill Podarkis.
That's what we set out to do, and that's precisely what you did. They don't call you the mighty Mystios for nothing.
Who calls me that?
He does.
Now then, It's time we give the crew some orders. Where do we sail to next?
Podarkis was only one cultist, Varnavas. Wherever we sail, we will find more of them. And I will kill them all.
From the sanctuary. He spilled blood on...
Socrates, you just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Alexios, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Thelos?
I'm helping a group of Delian rebels.
But do they truly need help? Is not the decision to rebel enough to release one from oppression?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting sucked into one of these debates again.
Yet right now there's a situation I would love your opinion on.
Fine.
Soldiers captured the rebel. He stole from the sanctuary to help finance the rebellion. When guards attempted to apprehend the man, he killed one of them.
Murder on Delos. They're probably going to kill him.
Indeed. Though it's illegal to end his life here, so he awaits his fate to be transported to Mykonos.
Where do I come in?
Would you say this rebel deserves death? That killing him brings justice?
The rebel was fighting for the freedom of his people. Sounds fine to me.
So, if stealing from the gods, breaking sacred laws, and killing a man don't warrant a death sentence, what does?
I've been stealing, killing, and breaking sacred laws for as long as I can remember.
Ah, so you see yourself in this rebel?
You know my opinion on that. Can I go now?
Of course, of course. There's just one more thing.
There always is.
The rebel is being held north of here in the Estiatorium. They're shipping him to Mykonos tomorrow.
Wait,
All this just to convince me to save the man?
Convinced, never. Though I am curious, now that you know where he's held and why, would you save him?
I'm going to pay this rebel a visit. Sounds like we have a lot in common.
I thought you might, though I have no drachmi to give, only knowledge. Which one should prefer, for it is perpetual, not transitory.
Well, that's something, I think.